answer your question, how do you go about making a piece? It's simply you have to go into the room and you have to get to know each other and find out. And sometimes it is like this, like a dish, and like throwing a dice, and other times it's more complex, it takes time, or I thought artistically the person is firm in this area and actually she's more firm in contemporary and I may have read her wrong. So I also have to throw certain choreographic, let's say what we have worked on an hour away. I wanted to create for all the 102 dancers, including the Wiener Staatsballett in the Volksoper, because they're also the Wiener Staatsballett. And with that, with doing that you are real. You have to meet and you have to work and you have to deal with each other and you get to know each other the best way. Certainly much clearer and more honest and, let's say, metaphoric terms, more naked, eye to eye, than when you set a piece. I could have also used a successful piece to start and be safe. And now it's, of course, how can I arrive to possibly make a dramaturgic good Schläpfer piece and at the same time include, nurture, challenge all those plentiful, it's a big number of artists. And if I can manage to so-called do both more or less on a good level, I'm extremely thankful. But it's maybe for my first ballet even more so about the company than it's about. It's a dangerous about my work. It's certainly about my work as well, but yeah, they have to feel wanted, to have to be inspired and animated, and that this is the beginning of something new, and that, you know, like in all things, these things happen fast or they don't happen. It's like it's with sympathy or it's something fine-lined, and it happens or it doesn't happen. So it's a major moment. Yeah. Oh, big Pascal. Yeah. Schön. Of course, you are a ballet director of one of the biggest companies on this planet, which is a beautiful thing, but also a big responsibility. So the danger is, or you could easily be coaxed into, oh, I have to be somebody different. I have to do story ballets immediately, for example. So I wanted to stay true to myself in a certain way, to what I believe in and where I come from, because what I've done before as a choreographer and director is not the past. This is the bridge to Vienna. And so I also wanted to show, and hopefully it will convince an audience and critics, that I come from music. Of course I come from music. And then I thought, not so much because Gustav Mahler was so important to this house or this city, but I wanted to see what can fit, who can play Mahler better than the Wiener Philharmoniker once. Then it's also, so I thought Mahler is the right beginning. The Fourth Symphony has an extreme, on first hearing, on first impression, a lighter color, a lighter impression, to me at least, as works like second or seventh or fifth half. But behind that is this, I don't know in English, it's etwas Hinterlistiges, it's so much behind what is as you say, a paradise or a utopia for harmony is behind, of course, with the ink in water, and that's so inspiring for also making a work today, because this is also how I feel our life is, our existence is. Mahler has an immense range of components, you know. One way it's almost transcendent, it's almost spiritual. Then all of a sudden it's like program music, then it is almost, he's not ashamed to go there. Then it's like a nature, birds or something funny. He's eigentlich everywhere. And at the same time he has a color like nobody has. And that is of course a wonderful, like for a painter you have a huge range of colors, but this is also, I would say, the Jewish aspect, this celebration, this not being afraid of feelings and of expressing yourself. And at the same time it's very near and very fast dark, and it's on the knife, it tips. And this tipping is also, I think, very apparent in Vienna. Transferred, this means we are a society that have to liberally integrate things, and if we can't manage and we start to divide again, we are lost. We don't have the paradise in that sense anymore. We don't have the security of black and white or a style or a period. It's one amalgam of things. I do not like dance work that is going from A to Z. Yes, I do think these are components I'm trying to be after, whether I arrive each time, because dance and body is not something separated from the psychological condition of a person, speak the dancer, or even the genetic growth, most likely. It's about that, and their dance is strong in these senses, in this room between, in this ritual, or in this, and not so much in the head. You know, there I think opera and Schauspiel with the text can go further, but we can do what's underneath like nobody.